It's now my pleasure to invite the Premier of Ontario, Doug Ford, to share some remarks. And I know that he has a hard stop in a few minutes, so I'm not going to read his full bio so that we give him the opportunity to speak to us. Welcome, Premier Ford.
You're on mute, Premier. You're not known for being mute, Premier.
Okay, if you can hear me now, I was just saying, first of all, thanks, Morgan and Doris. That was a great presentation. I was listening to it. Man, are you busy? It's really impressive. I learned a tremendous amount listening to it. So thank you for that. And I love the new uniforms and everything else that's going on. So again, it's great to be here. And I just want to thank everyone for inviting me, Doris and Morgan, to join your annual your general meeting. And I remember when Doris asked me, I didn't even hesitate to come on. But when Doris asked me anything, I never hesitate as well. So
100 piece we need, Premier. Are you announcing it today? For
I'm sorry.
Care?
Which piece is that? I'm sorry, Doris.
You know, Premier, in February you said, give me the number. 100 piece. My president works in long-term care. We need a piece in long-term care.
Okay, that's a deal. So I'm just going to read off some notes because I just want to tell you the great things we're doing for the nursing community. And first of all, Doris, I want to thank you for your leadership. And I couldn't miss the opportunity to speak to the all-star nurses and thank them for their dedication you've shown on the front line since this pandemic. And folks, when I go out there and people come up, oh, way to go, things are going much better now, especially over the last few weeks when the vaccinations come up. I never once, and I take zero credit. It's each and every one of you. I always say it's our great frontline healthcare nurses that have done an incredible job, and I mean every word of that. And Ontario nurses, I tell you, you've played such a vital role in the fight against COVID. And our healthcare system depends on your hard work every single day. And I know you put in 100% every time you walk through those doors, whether it's in our ICUs or long-term care homes or administering COVID vaccines and the mass vaccination clinics across a province. And I've been to so many vaccination clinics. I have to tell you, it's just outstanding what each and every one of you have done, and all the nurses across the province. You set another record yesterday, and I think it was about 245,000. And people don't really understand, Doris, just to have the patience to put the vaccines in the needles alone, like that's staggering in the geographical area that we have nurses all over the province. And you think of the size of our province, it's larger than California and Texas combined. And it's just absolutely massive with 15 million people. But I'll tell you, our nurses knock it out of the park every day. And we couldn't have made it through the pandemic, as I said before, without the life-saving efforts of our nurses and our hospitals, and as I said, the vac centers and so many other areas, even our mobile units, as we continue to safely reopen the province with a 2-dose summer on the horizon. It's going to be an exciting time for everyone. I think Doris and everyone online, I think everyone's just had it with this the pandemic, build from the devastating effects of this pandemic. And I can tell you, our government knows we must invest in nursing for the future of our healthcare system. And I've had many conversations about this almost on a daily basis. We made considerable investments to attract and retain nurses in response to the COVID-19, including a $10,000 incentive to commit nurses to hospitals and long-term care homes with the highest needs. We're also investing $69 million annually in nursing education, recruitment, and retention to support ending hallway healthcare. And this year, we're investing $8 million to add over 800 more nurses to our healthcare system, so we can ensure the communities with the greatest needs have vital support from our nurses. And I have to tell you, each and every one of you must just be absolutely exhausted going through what you've gone through for the last 15, 16 months. And as we look to the future demand, we're investing over $35 million to increase enrollment in nursing programs. I've always said, everyone, out there's, you need more ICUs. You just can't snap your fingers, and no one knows that better than yourself, Doris. We need more training and investing in more nurses. Well, actually, that $35 million will prepare 2,000. Those are staggering numbers. 2,000 more nurses for our healthcare system, so we have a strong nursing workforce for years to come. That's 870 more registered nurses in the healthcare system. And as I said last time, you can always count on yourself, Doris, and the RNAO team to advocate for Ontario's nurses. So when Doris asked for an increase in nursing seats, we listened. I think you asked for 10, but I could be wrong. But anyways, here nor there, Doris, we ended up getting 19% more RN seats, and the more the merrier as far as I'm concerned. We spared no expense in ensuring we maxed out the capacity in colleges and university systems to train more nurses, because the reality is the more nurses we create, the better it is. Once again, on behalf of our government and myself and all Ontarians, thank you for your tireless work and tremendous contributions throughout the pandemic every day. And thank you, and God bless each and every one of you. I truly think the world of all the work and yourselves, how hard you've worked, and we'd be lost without you. So thank you again, Doris. Thank you, Morgan, and your whole team. You're all champions, absolutely incredible people. So thank you.
I was asking me to unmute me. You see, Premier, this is what you don't have with me. You should ask my team. They have this button, mute and mute Doris, and you should get it too. It will help. Premier, Premier, I do want to thank you for the announcement on the 2,000 nurses. It is indeed the case. It needs to continue for years to come, Premier. We thought we had it terrible here in Ontario in terms of the tremendous exodus that we will see post-pandemic. We heard yesterday from Annette Kennedy from International Council of Nurses. They predict a 50% exodus. And I'm afraid that we haven't captured everybody either. So we need this year, next year, keep it going. And the other thing, you said, give me the numbers for the second time. You need to tell that to your staff now. The numbers are simple to remember for you to tell Rana and to tell Minister Elliott and to tell Minister Rod Phillips, which, by the way, I said to him, you should have done it much before, but we are not going to get into that. You know what I think on that. 100 nurse practitioners.
Yes.
Because the COU is ready to take them now in September.
Yep.
100 nurse practitioners and 100 funded to go to long-term care. People like Morgan are absolutely desperate to get a nurse practitioner. It's peanuts, Premier, in terms of funding for the government, and it will revolutionize nursing homes. Second, and with that, I promise I don't ask more for at least a year, is helping us to embed. You have been, you and all the way back to Elizabeth Whitmer and every premier and minister in between have been excellent in supporting us on the best practice guidelines. And if you saw my presentation, it's a success story, Ontario success story anywhere in the world, because it's the gold standard in the world. We need now to embed them. We put a proposal with point-click care. It will revolutionize nursing homes by having them on EMRs. So please speak with your staff, and we are ready. We are ready to go. And again, it's not big funding. It's not. It will revolutionize the world.
You know, Doris, absolutely. And I know nurse practitioners. As a matter of fact, I'm a big fan of that. And I know I believe it was about 400, correct me if I'm wrong this year, but I know you need another 100 as well. And we'll work on that. And I think, you know, I know you, Doris, and I know Rod Phillips. He's a very smart individual. You're gonna love him.
Oh, he already called. First day in the job, he called me. We are going to play you, Premier, in giving us what we need. That's what he and I will do.
Yeah, no.
We
he's-
will
you know,
gang up together to get what we need for long-term care.
Oh, boy, you don't have to gang up because I love you already,
I
Doris.
know,
That's
I
the
know, I know.
thing. So I'm gonna do everything I can. And thank goodness we have yourself and your whole team because, you know, long-term care is just, it was ignored for 30 years. Now we're putting, you know, $2.1 billion in building state-of-the-art facilities and another 1.9 billion hiring 27,000. These are just off the top of my head. 27,000 PSWs, nurses, and RNs. So we'll do whatever we can.
And I
We're
will leave
pouring
you with two more
billions
thoughts
in
that
there.
you don't, need to do at this point. Well, you should do. It's federal, but you should help us with that. We formed two, well, we
I'll
didn't
help you.
form, the students formed, the nurses formed, two new interest groups that the board just approved. One is the Indigenous Nurses Interest Group, and the other is the Black Nurses Interest Group. And you know that that's it.
Absolutely.
So what we need is for you to help us move those communities to have clean water. The Premier,
Yeah.
they have not, kids that have not drank clean water, like
Yeah,
tap
you
water.
know, it's
cannot-
terrible. And honestly, I'm not gonna, Doris, one thing I don't want to do is get into the political side, but you need to kick the feds in the butt. That's not our jurisdiction. We're doing more for the indigenous community than the federal government.
Premier,
And
don't worry. They also have this
Yeah.
button that they close the button on me because I say too much. So don't worry, I'm on them too. We are on everybody, Premier. John Tory, you, Justin Trudeau, all of them. We are the party of nurses for the people, for real, to get them to a better place, regardless of who
I
they
agree.
are and how they look and what skin they wear. We are all equal, Premier. So we need that.
100%. And we're going to continue always supporting yourself and all the nurses right across this province, because I think the world of you. I really do. And as for the you know, the indigenous nurses and the Black nurses, we're there 100%, 100%. Anything you need. They play such a vital role. Absolutely
Thank you, Premier.
vital role. So thank you.
And thank you for coming.
And Doris, I wish I could stay around a little longer. They have me on another virtual call. But again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. God bless each and every one of you. And anything you need, you just pick up the phone and give me a call. And Morgan, thank you as well. You take care. All the best, everyone.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.